45. 40.
Hey!
35. 30. 25. 20. 15.
Hurry up! Just type in anything you can think of.
5.
Here are your choices.
25. 20.
Hey!
15. 1.
Pick something.
5.
All right, who picked what?
1. Cha-ching. cha-ching.
Hey!
cha-ching.
Total failure by everybody.
cha-ching.
Enter your titles now.
55. 50. 45. 40. 35. 30. 1. 25. 20.
Hey!
15.
Hurry up, people, type something in. Okay, here are your choices.
20. 1. 15.
Hey!
Pick something.
5.
What did everybody pick?
cha-ching.
Hey!
cha-ching. cha-ching. cha-ching.
All right, well, we're done with that now.
cha-ching.
Next up.
55. 50. 45. 40. 35. 30. 25.
Hey!
20. 1.
And here are your choices.
25. 20. 15.
Pick something.
5.
Here's everybody's picks.
Hey!
Cha-ching.
Even I would have gotten that one wrong.
Cha-ching.
And now, this thing.
55. 50. 45. 40. 35. 30. 1. 25. 20. Ah! 15.
Hurry up, type in gibberish if you have to. Here are your choices.
25. 20.
Ah!
1. 15.
Pick something.
5.
Hey!
And here are your picks.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Hey!
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
No one got that one right. Yikes.
Cha-ching.
Enter anything that could almost make sense now.
55. 50. 45. 40. 35. 30. 35. 15.
Hey!
Okay, here are your choices.
25.
Hey!
20. 15. 10.
Pick something. Here's everybody's picks.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Okay, well, that was that.
Hey!
It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. The British Museum has $4 million worth of statues stolen from the Vatican. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Walmart recently sold anti-aging makeup for tweens. The entire 1980 Soviet Olympic team was executed after losing to the U.S. The Kodiak Airport in Alaska has a bear enclosure with live Kodiak bears. Shrimp can live up to 1,000 years. There's a SpongeBob porno titled Sponge Knob Square Nuts. There are only 4 acceptable shapes for McDonald's McNuggets. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Nintendo was founded in 1889. An episode of Star Trek had Captain Kirk trapped on a planet of jazz. Ben Franklin flew around the world in a hot air balloon. Cult leader Jim Jones killed his followers with poisoned Flavor Aid, not Kool-Aid. Ronald Reagan had an Atari in the Oval Office. Chickens are the only vertebrates that do not have a central nervous system. Mao Zedong lifted the ban on automobiles on his deathbed. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is names of Salvador Dali paintings. Which of these are really the names of Salvador Dali paintings? And which ones did we make up? The Eternal Home of St. Peter lit by neon giraffes. Debris of an automobile giving birth to a blind horse biting a telephone. Melting clocks on cliffs. Shirley Temple, the youngest, most sacred monster of the cinema in her time. Pablo Picasso's breast served on a plate without the plate. Self-portrait of the nude crusader Humphrey Bogart. The Great Masturbator. Let's see the final scores.
Come on, wake up. Wake up. Welcome to Trivia Night, my way of testing society's refuse to make sure only the worthy survive. But it's also the feel-good trivia fun time hit of the summer. You'll love it. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And you still have time to join the audience and potentially get killed by me. It's fun. Woo! Doing presentations make me nervous, but I got through it. My public speaking teacher, Mr. Temmie, would be so proud. Now let's play. Okay, first question. The 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill took place in which body of water? Use your device to answer the question. Wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, a trial by fire to wash clean the unworthy, but without all the preachy morality of those other serial killers. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And you can always be in the audience. It's just as deadly. I hope you enjoyed the time and effort I put into that slideshow. Now let's play. First question. How many late-night diner customers are there in Edward Hopper's painting Nighthawks? Time's running out. And the correct answer is... who got it right? The rest of you, let's go someplace fun. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play the finger-cutting game. No one has to die in this one, unless you refuse to participate. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's so easy. Easier than cutting off a toe. Don't get me started on those. Get to cutting. Nothing like a good fingering. It's early, but here are your scores. But don't get too high or too low because you're all doomed, remember? Alright, next question. I know this because it's tattooed on my inner thigh. What's the name of Rainbow Bright's flying horse? Who said this one? The rest of you, come with me. Welcome back to the killing floor. I'm going to ask you a question, so put a little thought into this. It's important. What's a great name for a duck? Type an answer on your device and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. I want you to pick the answer that you hate the most. The person who wrote the answer with the most votes will die. Pick the answer that makes you go, waiter, I do not want this. Please take it back. Voting is not just a right, it's a privilege. The votes are in. Personally, I kind of like it, but the people have spoken. Uh-oh, looks like somebody's a ghosty ghost, but you're not getting out of this game that easily. Ghosts still get to play and can even win the whole thing in the final round. Even death doesn't get you out of Trivia Murder Party. Here's the scoreboard again. I feel like you're getting the basic pattern of the game now. Next question. I'd like to take a pilgrimage to the Mecca of animal remains. The Smithsonian Museum is located in which city? And the correct answer is this. Which leaves only you. Prepare for your punishment. Let's test your memory. Everyone gets to play this time. Memorize the pattern. Okay, you've seen enough. And just to be a jerk, I think I'll wait a few seconds to see if your memory can hold up. So what's new with everyone? Anybody take up any new hobbies? I'm really into needlepoint right now. Yeah, mostly just stitching the work poop and hanging it over my toilet. Okay, well, I think that's enough time. From left to right, what was the order of the colors? If anyone does better than you, I will kill you. Hey, remember this? How close did you get? You got it exactly right. Ugh, let's see how your friends did. We'll get you next time. Let's try another one. Guy Fawkes was involved in a 1605 plot to assassinate which English ruler? Time's running out. Who picked this? The rest of you who are still alive, I have a surprise for you. We're going to play chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to drop your poison in. Okie dokie, it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. These chalices are all pretty sweet. Hope it tasted good. Now let's see what everyone drank. Brace yourself. Poison is a rough way to go. All right, next question. What organ gives you insulin? Who said? This one. You're in for a treat. It's loser wheel time. Nobody keeps the loser wheel waiting. Nobody. Yeah, baby, now that's how you spin the loser wheel. Oh, what an unexpected result. Okay, let's take a short break. Now, I don't want to make this awkward, but I've been dabbling in making my own candles, and, you know, if you want to purchase some, then... I made it awkward. Okay, forget it. Forget I said anything. Let's try another one. What river runs through Paris? Time for... And the correct answer is... this one. Prepare for your punishment. I want to see you spell. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I got some of these letters from Highlights magazine. Don't be the person with the shortest word or you'll regret it. Do it now. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you could come up with. I probably should have mentioned you have to enter actual words. A tie? That's not good for anybody. Let's try this again. The best part of being a serial killer is that I've collected like 800 Netflix passwords. In Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, how many years was Kimmy kept locked away in a bunker? Time's running out. Who picked this? I want to show you something. It's time for a dice game. I'll go first. 10. Now I need an assistant. How about you? In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? You can make it as hard or as easy as you want. We'll see how this goes. Roll lower than me or you die. Have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-YOU-LOST. I should probably be sprinkling in more clues about my true identity. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, here's one. My name is not Brad. How about this? The Masonic symbol consists of a compass and a what? Time's running out. Who picked this? Let's go someplace fun. Wow, look at this big enticing pile of cash just sitting here. Here's how this is going to work. If no one takes the money, no one dies. But if you do take the money, I'll kill everyone who didn't. There's one catch. If you all take the money, then you all die. A little teamwork might help you get through this. And now, the moment of truth. Whoops, you did just what I hoped you'd do. Oh crap, everybody's dead. I need somebody alive for the final round. Okay then. You get to live a wee bit longer because you're doing the best. And I like you. Okay, moving on. Well, look who's still alive. Now you just have to escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Hosts of The View. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Decisions. The ghosts are catching up! Yoga poses. Time is almost up. Can you stay out of the shadows? European rivers. Uh-oh, that ghost is gonna get ya. Conifer trees. Hurry up! Call of Duty titles. You killed your friend! Better get away fast. Original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. I have to write some harder questions. Another life swap. Fruit. So many kills! Mushrooms. So much blood! The price is right, games.
there, Schmitty here. You there, Schmitty here, yes. Remember, there is nothing between you and victory but your own brain. So, yeah. Hey, somebody's got to win, right? And remember, any extra players can join the audience at any time by entering the room code. Audience members' votes count. This is round one. You'll see 2 prompts on your device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's answer, and everyone will vote on which they like most. It's simple. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Let's start this show. First one, where would you live if you were 2 inches tall? Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. Next up, the worst pizza is blank style pizza. Vote on your devices. And next is, come up with the name of a country that doesn't exist. It's voting time. Coming up next, something you shouldn't buy off of Craigslist. Time to vote. Next one. Spoiler alert, the big plot twist in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 7 is that the pants blank. Okay, next one. An animal Noah shouldn't have saved. Vote on your devices. And next, the most G-rated term for an erection. It's voting time. Next in line, the title of a national public radio show that would put you to sleep the quickest. Vote on your devices. That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard. Now round two, where all points and bonuses are doubled. The drama. Okay, here we go. First up, an entry in Teenage Tarzan's diary, Today I Blank. Okay, pick your favorite. And next is the worst thing to yell while a professional golfer putts. Time to vote. Next one, the most disgusting breakfast cereal, Blank Flakes. It's voting time. Next up, the strangest new military weapon, blank-seeking missiles. Vote on your devices. Coming up next, worse than global warming, the real threat to humanity is global blank. It's voting time. Okay, next one. The toy surprise in an unhappy meal. Time to vote. And next, a new word for people that drive too slow in the fast lane. It's voting time. And next is a quick way to save money on grocery bills. Vote on your devices. And that's all for round 2. Fire up the scoreboard. This is round 3, the last lash. Points are tripled and everyone gets the same one single prompt this time. Your prompt is the worst thing that could follow honey roasted. Here's what everybody wrote. Okay, in this round, you have 3 votes to give to players. You can give them all to one player or spread them out. That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard. Hi there, I'm your host, Schmitty, and I'm kind of excited to be here. You guys ready to lose about 10 minutes of your life? Great. This is round one. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go! Let's take a look. The first prompt is something fun to do with your kidney stones after you pass them. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. Next up, something pirates probably aren't very good at. Time to vote. Coming up next, a lawn decoration sure to make the neighbors mad. It's voting time. Next one. How can you tell it's a doctor's first day on the job? Vote on your devices. Okay, next one. The worst toy store build-a-blank workshop. Next in line, the only thing worse than standing in a really long line is standing in a really long line for blank. Next one, USA, USA! America is still number one in... Time to vote. That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores. Round 2 time, and to make it interesting, I'm doubling all the point values. You heard me. Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. Our first prompt is what the Queen's Guard is secretly thinking as they just stand there. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. Next up, you should never blank and blank at the same time. It's voting time. Coming up next, the title of the most boring porno ever. Vote on your devices. Okay, next one. What's the first thing you would do if you could time travel? It's voting time. And next, Miller Lite beer would make a lot of money if they came up with a beer called Miller Lite Blank. Time to vote. And next is yet another practical use for placenta. It's voting time. Coming up next, make up a word for the watery substances that come out of a ketchup bottle when you first squeeze it. Vote on your devices. Okay, next one. Something you can only do in a Walmart if no one's looking. Time to vote. Round 2 is no more. Let's see the damage. And now round 3, the last lash. Point values are tripled, and you'll all be answering the same prompt this time. Your last lash prompt is... Bob the Builder probably wouldn't be as popular with children if he were Bob the Blank. Time to take a look. Hand out your votes. It's over. Let's take a look at the final scores.
Hey-o!
I need it! It's
Mama
mine!
legs! Oh yeah!
Greetings, representatives of the unwashed masses. Welcome to this invitation-only secret art auction. The world's richest, most powerful art buyers wanted desperately to attend. But I'm currently living my own worst nightmare because somehow the 6 of you were invited.
Hey-o!
Me!
I need it! It's mine!
Mama legs! Oh yeah!
I really need to get a job at a higher class gallery. Regardless, before we get started, we'll need some art to auction off. If you look at your device, you'll see I've securely transmitted the title of an art piece I'll need you to draw. Draw a piece of art with your device that would have that title as quickly and as accurately as you can. Take a few extra moments to make it near Van Gogh quality. If someone else buys your art in the auction, you'll receive 50% of the auction price. I detest waiting, so step lively. You'll actually need to draw 2 drawings before this timer runs out, so don't be too precious about it. For what it's worth, we're approximately halfway through the allotted drawing time. So, if you haven't moved on to your second drawing yet, this is a good time to publicly apologize for your selfishness. The time is wonderful. I see all the art is in. A few quick words about how the auction is going to work. We're going to auction off 12 drawings. Some drawings are worth a great deal of money to the art buyers who couldn't attend the auction, and others are worth a great deal less. You'll each begin the auction with $3,000 to use to buy art, although you'll make more when another player buys one of your drawings. Our art buyers will send each of you different information about exactly what they're willing to pay for a few of the drawings. The buyers are lonely, so expect to hear from them at the beginning of each new auction. In fact, you should have your first message on your device now. Remember, you can and should try to buy any drawings you suspect might be worth something. Or if you just don't want someone else to have it. Whoever has made the most profit by the end of the game wins. The first item up for bid. The bidding will begin at $400. Do I see $400? I'm looking for $400. Anyone. Anyone at all. Anyone.
It's mine.
I am looking for is $500. Do I see $500? Going once?
Heyo.
Who can give me $700? Can I get $700? What I'm looking for is
It's mine.
Next up is $800. Who here can give me $800? The next bid is $800. Me! $900. Who here can show me $900? $900 is what I'm looking for. Going once. Going twice. Sold! Congratulations, Blue. You won that auction. Let's reveal the artist behind this.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, the host that's tasked to make sure we make it out of here alive. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, you can skip it if you need less of my voice in your life. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works.
What? Oh, sure, we can play. Yeah, I wasn't busy or anything. I can work with this. Let's get going. This is round 1. You'll get 2 prompts on your device. Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go! clock's running out. Think fast or use a safety quip. Let's see how you did. Starting things off, a good reason to give a restaurant a 0-star review. Okay, use your device to pick your favorite. Next in line, the brand name of a patriotic line of diapers. It's voting time. Moving on, a car that would never sell is the Honda blank. Get to voting. Moving on, the worst place to fall asleep. Vote on your devices. Next up, tip, take your large movie theater beverage cup home and use it for blank. Ready, set, vote! Next on deck, the worst part about dating a magician. Put in your votes. Round one is behind us. Let's see how you scored. It's now time for round two. Everything is worth double, twice as much. almost out of time. Use the safety quip. Okay, here we go. First one. The worst part about having a boyfriend who's secretly a highly advanced robot. Okay, select your favorite quip. Coming up next, a warning that should come with every IKEA futon. Vote now. Next on the list, Queen Elizabeth's wrestling name. And vote. Next prompt, the most common injury of the super wealthy. Okay, vote. Your next prompt is the weirdest thing to whisper to a ceramic doll. Vote away. Next one, a rejected name for a Crayola color. Time to vote. Round 2 is through. Let's see what it did to the scores. This is round 3, the last lash. Everyone gets the same one single prompt this time. Complete the comic. We're ready to look. Okay, in round 3, you get to award both a gold and a silver medal to your top 2 quips. Have at it. Okay, let's bring out those medals. Show me the silver. And gold. Medals are nice, but points are even nicer, so... And we're finished. Show me those final scores.
Snap, 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 snap.